There is a mass exodus of parents taking kids out of public schools. Believe it or not, there are now 3.8 million homeschooling families in the United States, and they don't have an art teacher. And I have to say, a lot of that art curriculum out there today is very drab. But what if your kids could make art that you would want to frame for the rest of your life because it's that good? Karen Barge is a professional illustrator who now teaches online art classes. While teaching at a Catholic school in Oceanside, California, she didn't know what kind of curriculum she needed to teach so the kids could be at national standards. So she went to the internet and figured it out. She then realized if she didn't know what to teach, there must be thousands of other teachers and parents who don't know what they're doing. And hence, Christian Art Lessons was born, focusing on the greatest artist of all time, God. Through challenging and fun creative exercises, students will be encouraged to use their unique artistic gifts to honor the Lord and bless others. Get ready for a fun, colorful episode today covering our theme of the week, which is art and music, here on the Counterculture Mom Show. I'm Tina Griffin. We are with vibrant Karen Barge, art teacher at Sunny Art Academy. How you doing, Karen?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm so grateful for being here.
Yes, thank you so much for jumping on the program today. I know you probably put down the paintbrush here for a couple of minutes to jump in the mix and help us guide our kids to be creative. I have a couple of creative kids here in the household, but I feel bad because I'm not an art teacher and I don't like glitter, glue, anything with paint that could stain a wall. And shame on me when I am literally causing my kids to be stifled if they are supposed to be the next Picasso. So help me out and the other parents out there that are freaking out like myself. Is it possible?
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, that's what's so amazing about being an artist. Anybody really can be an artist if they just want to. It takes practice and it takes maybe a little bit of guidance, but it's totally can be done. I mean, everybody can be an artist.
So were you like one of those kids in a diaper, sipping on a sippy cup or something in one hand and a paintbrush in the other?
Well, I'm not a paintbrush, but always Crayolas. I was always the coloring, and I'll never forget spending hours and hours and hours with my mother going, "Where is she?" And I'm up in my up in my room drawing on my
On the
bed,
wall. Yeah.
whatever in my sketchbook, and they can't find me. That's where I am.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Well, it just goes to show what you're doing today was birthed in you, that you're doing exactly what God called you to do when you were in the womb, basically, at this point. You are a native Texan, born and raised in Dallas, now living in Southern California. You're married to Horace, a boat captain who travels a lot. How big is that boat? Can 6 people jump on there with you?
Oh, more than that. They have a ski boat that they put on the back of it. It's a monster boat. So yeah,
That's ridiculous. When you're not
yeah.
using that because you're at some kind of art display, let me know. And the Griffin gang will fly out and make sure your boat, doesn't get rusty. We'll use it while it's sitting there.
All
Um,
right.
your daughter, Katerina, is now 24. You have a dog named Abby, and you live in San Diego County there. It's fantastic. I'm literally coming your direction. Tell us about your art lessons and resources for kids that you got out there today.
Okay, so I have a whole bunch of different ones. I have a whole series of art lessons that show, the marker renderings of animals. They're really fun
Oh,
and cute, cartoony. And then I have, also acrylic painting classes if you want to get more advanced. So I have
wow.
that, and I also have, more advanced watercolor classes. What has happened is I used to teach at the Vista Art Foundation, and I taught kids classes and kids camps. And then they said, "Hey, you are a oil painter. Have you ever taught classes?" Sure, I could teach classes. So I had to learn how. But basically, I just taught everybody what I did, which was super simple once you get into that. So I taught oil classes and watercolor classes. I did a lot of watercolor when I was in college.
Wow.
So, and I used to, when I lived in Dallas, I actually worked for a woman who was an interior designer, and I did artwork for her business, which was fun.
Oh,
But now I'm out in California, and my kid, she used to love art. And so she would always want to have parties. Mom, will you teach art, classes for us, or how to draw, sand castles and princesses and stuff like that. So that's what I did. And that's when I started teaching a lot of kids classes, was because of my kid.
do you like teaching kids?
I do, because if they decide they want to come to my class, they're interested in art. The part that I wasn't real crazy about was when I had this huge classroom and half the kids didn't want to even be there because they were forced to be in there because that was the curriculum, but that didn't want to be in there. So the ones that I like, this is why I like what I'm doing right now, is because
Yep.
the kids that take my classes want to learn.
Yep.
And then if they want to learn, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't teach them enough. I just want to do more and more. And what can I do to make them better and keep their interest up? Because that's the part of it that's the best part, is their interest.
I absolutely love that. And pre-taping here, we talked a little bit about this, but I want to make sure we get this in the mix. Anyone can take your art classes, and so many kids going to public school today. I know that over a decade ago, they started stripping the funding for music and art classes. So public school kids out there and parents of public school kids, sign up for Karen's classes online. We have a lot of great deals, 4 different offers at the end of this program today, because a lot of kids are going to public school. They are creative. They want to get into music and art and drawing and painting and everything that you have to offer. And there's so much. We're going to get to it here in a minute, but they can sign up just as much as a homeschooling family. So quick question. A lot of people knew you as the founder of Christian Art Lessons, and then you switched over to Sunny Art Academy. Tell us why that is.
Because I went to, I kept thinking, how can I expand what I'm doing? So I went to the Great Homeschool Convention in Ontario, California, and I had all these parents show up that said, hey, do you take charter money? And I'm like, I can't get approved for charter money because I'm Christian Art Lessons. So what I did was I said, you know what? I'm going to change what I'm doing. I'm going to start Sunny Art Academy. Unfortunately, I did have to take some of the Christian content out, but, I was made for the sun, and that's kind of how I came up with, Sunny Art Academy. I live in sunny California, and I can't believe I actually could get that URL. And I did. So that's where it came from. It's just kind of a God thing, I think.
Absolutely. And your art, when I'm looking at your website, and there's so much on there, this is amazing, and it's organized for busy parents like myself. The art and what you share on there completely shows your faith in God and the projects you have the kids make. So it actually expands your audience too by what you did. So don't be worried too much about that. People know who you are and what you believe in just in the short conversation we've had. We're going to be back to talk to Karen about the different types of lessons she offers right after this.
The public education system is a burning building, but our children don't have to be trapped in the flames of anti-God, anti-American, and anti-freedom agendas. Rescue your children today. My Father's World can help. With a Bible-centered complete curriculum for preschool through high school, My Father's World returns the focus to God, family, community, and patriotism. Join the nearly 250,000 families who have already escaped public education through homeschooling. My Father's World can also help you bring real education reform to your community with a micro school or Christian school. Visit mfwbooks.com/fortina or scan the QR code for more information and get your special offer. That's mfwbooks.com/4Tina for homeschool, micro school, and preschool. My Father's World is your solution.
My name is Glenn Story. I'm the founder and CEO of Patriot Mobile. And then we have 4 principles. First Amendment, Second Amendment, right to life, military and first responders.
My name's Scott. I'm with Patriot Mobile. What is going on with all the woke companies in this country? It seems like everybody has completely lost their minds, right? No more. This is called voting with our dollars. We need to start prioritizing our beliefs and our values over convenience and comfort. And this is why companies like Patriot Mobile are so important right now.
If you have a place to go put your money, you always want to put it with somebody that's like-minded.
Of course.
I think that's the beauty of Patriot Mobile. We're a conservative alternative.
My pronouns are Bible believer, gun carrier, and mama bear. We are the nation's only Christian conservative wireless provider.
Parents, do you feel overwhelmed when it comes to keeping up with the constantly changing technology and its influence on your kids? Are you wanting a healthy media diet in your home? Let our team do the work for you. Just download the Counterculture Mom app and get our notifications right on your phone. Know how to navigate the cultural chaos. After downloading the app, click yes for receiving notifications so you're not left in the dust. You can download the Counterculture Mom app at Google Play or the iTunes Store. You can also send us a message if you see insanity you need to report, and our team will send a notification through our app so that no one is left behind. Karen, I know that some of these classes are open from like 6 to 18 years old. I think I just missed the cutoff line, but you have so many offers for even adults. What types of art do you teach kids?
So part of it is the little cartoony art. If you're interested in the cartoony art. Then I have more advanced classes if you want to get into watercolor. Like this is one of the ones that I have just launched, and it's basically characters, but we're also doing coral and stuff underneath. Now, the other thing that I have for parents and for kids is the K through 6th grade, and that is the elements of art. And you're going to get all the elements of art, principles of design, line, shape, volume, anything that has to do with the elements of art. And
Can I jump in the mix here? On your website, just so parents can see the plethora of examples there, let's go to your website and we're going to click on that, and then you can rattle off a couple of different series you have for parents. So everybody, sunnyartacademy.com. Once again, sunnyartacademy.com. If you scroll down, you'll see all the different type of art classes she offers. One category is Elements of Art 101. Karen, can you explain what we are looking at here?
Yes. So we have all about lines, all about organic shapes and freeform shapes. And then we get into geometric shapes. We have classes that have been divided up into beginner, which is K through 3rd grade, and then from 3rd to 6th is considered the intermediate classes. And it's funny because I say intermediate classes. We also have the Picasso faces, where you're going to it's a design and draw and create a Picasso portrait, a Picasso style portrait, which is basically made up of geometric shapes and organic shapes. And that is, we have 2 different ones. We have them in watercolor, and then I also have one in oil pastel, which is really fun to do it in oil pastel.
That's fantastic. And I just want to show off a couple of different things we're looking at here. Here's a robots image. You just mentioned that a couple of minutes ago. This is very cute. I mean, I actually need to take a break every now and then. I want to try doing something like that. Then we got pictures of the sun. Fantastic. I know my girls would absolutely run to this. And you have a wide variety for girls and boys, teenagers, all that jazz. You just mentioned something about an 8-week beginner and intermediate art course. Can you go over the details of that one more time? It looks like I'm too old for that one, but I still want to get my kids in the mix.
Yeah, so that's the one that's called Elements of Art. It's an art curriculum. Elements of Art 101 is the name of that class. And what it is it is 8 weeks long and it's divided into either the younger kids or the older kids, or if you want to put it all together, it's 16 weeks, and you can do it all 16 weeks of it, or do 8 this year and then 8 next year, however you want to divide it up.
And you have a lot of different.
It's going to cover all of that, the form and everything. We're going to actually also draw animals. We're going to do texture. We're going to draw animals. This is one of the
come
ones
on.
And something that I love to do is, yes, we're going to draw things that are, like animals or nature, but it's not just photographic. We're going to do something even more fun, learn what we want to learn, and then we're going to add a little donut to this goofy little raccoon. So that's the other thing that I feel is an extra added thing as an illustrator to all of my artwork, is we're going to add personality to whatever we learn to draw.
I absolutely love that. Absolutely love it. Can you go over the top reasons on why literally every kid should make some sort of art? Because I think it's absolutely critical. It helps develop their brain. But can you go over these top reasons?
Absolutely. It does improve your mental health. It also helps you learn to study better, and self-expression is very important. Also, the self-awareness of what's going on with your hand and eye coordination, and then increase your creativity. That's where the illustrator part of me comes out, is that we're not just going to draw a hand. How boring is that? Let's do something fun with the art that we do create and give it personality. And that's what illustration is. So
where were you when I was in art class back in high school, like 30, 35 years ago? You were hiding out in Texas somewhere. I don't know this. I feel like I got ripped off, which is why I want to start taking your classes, actually. This is just phenomenal. So we talked with 8-week beginner course, intermediate art course. Did you have students that went through your program that literally decided to go into full-time art illustration as a career?
Actually, yeah, a couple of them from one of the schools. I'm on Facebook with them, and I get to hear what's going on with them. And one of them has actually got a degree in commercial art, which is very exciting. And she's now a graphic designer. And who would think? But how exciting is that? We used to play and paint together.
I think, you know what? It went from paint to this to possibly working for Counterculture Mom. I might need her name and number, actually. I got like 42 projects I need designed yesterday. Unbelievable. We're going to roll with a sweet video that shows everyone out there exactly what you, Karen, offer with your sweet online art classes. Everybody, check this out.
Hi, are you interested in art classes? Have you ever wanted to learn to draw? How about your kiddos? Do they love to draw and paint? So every class is on demand, watch anytime. They're all recorded in real time that shows the step-by-step process. Here are some other things that I teach in my classes. I teach how to draw with pencils, how to blend with color pencils, watercolor, oil pastels, acrylic paint. I teach how to pick the best brush and mix the paint to create an amazing piece of art. Collage and markers. I use many types of markers, but one technique I'm going to teach you is how to use alcohol markers. I'm going to teach you how to blend, shade, and create texture with these alcohol markers. I offer 2 different types of classes. The short classes that are 20 minutes to an hour long. I have an 8-week class that is for K through 6th grade, and it actually has art curriculum. We're going to cover the elements of art and the principles of design. We're going to learn about color theory and how to mix color. We're going to start from the very beginning. We're going to start with lines. We're going to learn about shapes, geometric shapes, and organic freeform shapes. Something else we're going to learn that's going to be so much fun is we are going to learn how to draw animals. And we're going to learn with color pencils how to create texture to create their hair and blend to create the color that we need. We're going to draw this little raccoon. And he's so cute. He's holding a pink donut. I also have beginner and intermediate classes for teens and adults. Have you ever taken a photograph and went, wow, I wish I could paint that in watercolor? Well, guess what? I can teach you how to do that. I'm Miss Karen.
Well, look at that. I can tell you are a very fun person because he had like 14 different nail polish colors in that short little clip. Oh, yeah. Before we go to commercial break, I just wanted to ask you, if kids want to become proficient as art, for example, as a career, what steps can they take right now to get there?
They need to get not necessarily a fancy, book, but I think it's very, very, very important that they start and they have a booklet and everything, a sketchbook of some sort, sketch every single day. That's another thing that I offer is, kids don't know what to sketch, don't know what to draw. So I have, list of ideas per, Inktober is a big thing. So in Inktober, you come up with all these different ideas. And I think that's very important to have a list of ideas for summer or And I forget, as I have lists for people if they want to know, what can I draw today?
I absolutely love that. And the funny thing is, my son Levi has been drawing since he was like 2 or 3 as well. I'm surprised he didn't draw more on the walls that I can remember. But that kid has a huge sketchbook. So I know he's going to dig in and love what you have to offer. Commercial break. When we come back, we are going to have several different offers for you guys. You'll also be able to save big using code TINA at checkout. Find out more in 2 seconds.
I came in as a boy, and I'm leaving as a young man.
They're developing lifelong friends, and they're being pushed beyond what they think their limitations are.
It's helped me with importance of leadership, because before Trail Life, I literally did nothing.
As a mom, I love the fact that I know that our son is involved in a Christ-centered, boy-focused group. We're confident that he's in a safe environment, that he's getting the mentorship and leadership of men who have the type of foundation that we need him to get.
I've never really been able to talk in public, and being in Trail Life, everyone's so accepting of you, and that really helped me become who I am and who God wants me to be.
Me and my dad, we really didn't talk a lot, and my mom wanted my dad to go. He was like, sure, I'll go. So he asked off for work and he went. And ever since then, me and my dad's relationship has gotten closer.
Experience the Trail Life difference. Find a troop near you or start one today by visiting www.traillifeusa.com.
What if I told you there's a new modern way to invest in physical gold? Legacy Precious Metals is proud to announce a revolutionary new platform that allows you to buy and sell precious metals with a click of a button. Gold gives you security and control over your retirement, and we've put that control directly in your hands. With a few clicks, you can open an account, choose your metals, where to store them, or have them shipped directly to your house. You can fund your account securely online and withdraw your funds at any time. You can now buy and sell precious metals effortlessly. No pushy salespeople, no minimums, and no hidden fees. You now have the full flexibility over your finances. Our platform allows you to purchase single or multiple products, roll your retirement account into a precious metals IRA, or set recurring investments through our Legacy Builder all online. These are volatile economic times. Throughout history, gold has been the answer to rising inflation, a weakening dollar, and a hedge against the stock market. Visit LegacyPMInvestments.com to open your account today. Centuries of security with modern-day convenience.
Karen, we are back, and we have 3 major offers for everybody. We're going to talk about those. The first one, everybody, head over to Sunny Art Academy. Yes, even the grandparents can go over there and have some fun. SunnyArtAcademy.com. Can you let us know about where we can go to get started for all of your different options here?
So if you go to, you're on the all products. And so if you go to the VIP, basically is everything, all of the watercolor, all of the acrylic painting, all of the cartoon art, if you want the VIP tour.
That VIP sounds absolutely fantastic, but you also have something for homeschooling families that want more of a structured day-to-day or week-by-week, correct? Where the previous week builds on the one after.
Absolutely. So this is the Art Curriculum 101. And what it is you can do everything monthly, or you can sign up for a whole year. And it is 16 weeks of art curriculum. The first 8 weeks will be K through 3rd grade, and they're the blue. If you look at the blue, that's beginner. I have it all divided up between blue and yellow. Yellow is the intermediate. And then the other ones are from 3rd grade to 6th grade. And it all depends on your child, where, as far as what they want to learn, and how advanced they are. Because some children that are in kindergarten do some of the stuff that's in the intermediate. So I don't know your child, and so I just kind of put it out there. You guys get to choose which one you want to do first, or do all 16 weeks.
I love it. And that's Art Curriculum Elements of Art 101, recommended K through 6th grade. You develop it once again for homeschooling families who want a plan of action, which I would fall underneath that category. Tell me what to teach these kids. And all of these options, you get 10% off, everybody, with code TINA once you check out. In the checkout, just put in code word TINA, 10% off on everything. I just wanted to hone in that this curriculum each week builds on the past week once again. So you get 16 weeks of step-by-step art lessons that build on the week before. You've got all about lines once again, drip flowers for beginners, beginner's geometric robot art lessons, Picasso style watercolor portrait. That sounds fantastic. I'm going to sneak into that one. I need to get more fun in the mix over here. We do a lot of serious topics in the show, so I'm going to take a breather, sign up for your art classes, and start doing some painting. Hopefully it'll turn out at least as good as what you got in that website. We'll see. We'll see, people.
Creating art makes you very healthy. It really helps a lot. So, yep.
I need to learn how to breathe again and all that jazz and work the arm muscles. So let's do this, people. Sign up today at sunnyartacademy.com. Oh, yeah.